The fight about Bach was, predictably, exhilarating. It was loud, intelligent, and entirely pointless, ending not with an answer, but with a shared silence, a comfortable quiet that felt more intimate than any of the conversation they'd shared. By midnight, Adrian found himself standing on Finn's porch. The moon low over the Atlantic, the air tasting sharply of frost. So Adrian said, wrapping his arms around himself. "Thank you for the pasta, and for proving that I still remember how to raise my voice." Finn was standing close enough that Adrian could feel the residual heat of his body. It was a necessary exercise. "You hold too much air in your chest when you talk now. It's better out than in. I'm a professional performer." "Finn, I have to control my air," Adrian retorted, but the edge was gone from his voice. "You're an artist, and last time I checked, art is about letting go of control when it counts." Finn challenged, his voice dropping to a near whisper. "Why did you never visit, not even for a holiday, in 10 years? It wasn't just the orchestra contract." The sudden, stark question felt like a needle dropped on a delicate record. Adrian stiffened. "It was the contract, and the travel, and the need to establish myself," Adrian insisted, turning away to look at the dark outline of the lighthouse in the distance. Finn moved, and suddenly he was right behind Adrian, his presence a heavy grounding force. He didn't touch him, but the proximity was a connection in itself. "We both know you build walls out of necessity," Finn murmured, his breath warm against Adrian's ear. "You built one around your heart when you left, and used the city and your career as the mortar. But the city is just concrete, Adrian. It doesn't hold against salt water and regret." Adrian finally turned, forcing himself to look Finn in the eye. "I don't regret my career. I love what I do. It is the balance I need." "No," Finn disagreed, gently shaking his head. "Balance isn't about eliminating everything that complicates your life. It's about being able to stand steady even when things are messy. You chose Euro chaos, and you called it balance." He reached out, and this time, the touch was deliberate. Finn gently adjusted the collar of Adrian's shirt, which had been twisted slightly. The small, careful gesture was achingly tender. "You left because you thought you couldn't have both. The music, the ambition, and me." Finn continued, "And you were probably right. Back then, we were too much for each other. We combusted, Adrian, but now, we're different instruments. You're the cello, deep, measured, controlled, and I'm still the piano, all rhythm and reckless harmonies. We make a counterpoint. We don't have to collide anymore." Adrian felt a terrifying crack in his wall. He hadn't realized how desperately lonely he was for this level of understanding. His life in Chicago was praised, respected, but never seen. "I was afraid," Adrian admitted, the words a raw whisper against the cool night air. "If I stayed, I would have become just Finn's boyfriend. I needed to be Adrian, the cellist, on my own terms." "And you are," Finn confirmed immediately. "You are undeniably Adrian, the cellist. You earned it. Now can Adrian, the cellist, also be Adrian, the man who maybe wants a cup of coffee tomorrow morning, without driving away from the sound of the ocean?" Adrian looked out at the turning sea, then back at Finn's open, waiting face. The geometry was no longer parallel lines. It was a complex, interlocking figure, unstable but beautiful. "The estate sale starts at 9, Adrian said, stepping closer to close the small space between them, his heart hammering against his ribs. "It's going to be chaos. I'm going to need help." A slow, incandescent smile spread across Finn's face. "I'm excellent at chaos, Adrian. And I've missed your early mornings. I'll make coffee. I even remember the overpriced grinder you purchased."